Hello, everybody. Let's see. Are we on? There we go. Now we're here. Hello, everybody. Good evening. It is March something. March 4th. It is 3/4/25. 3/4/25. It is Tuesday night, and we are over here live on YouTube with another Tuesday night crafting video. I'm glad that you are here. I am going to just check my channel. I'm going to see if I can. Let me see. Things are looking good here, looking good there. Hey, if you are new here today, this evening, or whenever you're watching this, I would appreciate if you could like this video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I plan to do videos most every Tuesday evening. You can follow me over on Facebook. There's going to be links in the description so you can get over there, and that will help you keep up to date to track that I am gonna go live for Tuesday. I do have some other plans that I will be I need to download a lot of my old Facebook videos, and I'm going to start uploading those here onto YouTube. Not all of them. I'm going to kind of go through them and really focus on the ones that did a special technique or a fun fold or different things like that. Not necessarily the ones that were kind of product based, that those products are probably long retired. I did figure I have been doing Facebook Live videos for 8 years, and probably the last 5 to 6 years more on that weekly basis. So I'm glad that you're finding me over here on YouTube as I make this transition. And hello, let's see who's here. Mom is here. Hello, Mom. Let's see. I want to watch myself on my phone, so that's what I'm going to be messing with here. There I am. Perfect. Subscriptions. That works out lovely. That'll help the good old algorithm there. The one thing I did notice that I have to figure out is the live chat does not show up on the replay. So if you are here live after the video ends, like later in the evening, if you could just come back over to the video, you'll have to click over on the live tab from my page and leave a comment. That would be appreciated. So just still some more technical things that we're trying to work out, hoping that a few more people make it over here this evening. Oh, here's my water. I was like, I feel like I need a drink. And if you are watching this on the replay, I'm glad that you're here. Feel free to skip ahead if you need to. I'm going to do a little housekeeping while we see if anybody else pops on. Today was the launch of new online exclusive products. I know it's just so crazy, the release schedule of Stampin' Up! Now. It's just like we're getting new stuff all the time. So I think people really either just get frustrated with that or they really like it because there's a lot more new things to see. Especially if you go a couple, 2 or 3 months and you're like, oh, I don't like any of this stuff. You don't have to wait quite as long for a new offering, and maybe there's going to be something that speaks to you in that offering. There were 2 new kits. If you received my newsletter today, I think I had a little picture of those kits, and I shared Stampin' Up's post that had some pictures, and the one with the garden gates is super, super cute. And the other one was like a masculine kit. For if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, Paper Pumpkin is moving this month. So paperpumpkin.com is shutting down this month and is moving over to the main Stampin' Up website. So I did send in my newsletter information about that. If you have questions about the Paper Pumpkin closing merger, it's like not ending, it's just merging over to the stampinup.com website, please let me know. Reach out to me, send me an email, hit me over on Facebook, leave a comment on this video that you have questions about that, and I will help you if you have questions about that. One thing I did learn today is and this makes a lot of sense now, and I know a few of you have ordered this watercolor kit, and it's on the last chance product. So it comes with this, and you get a water painter. Who's here? Hey, Nikki! Yay, she made it! Welcome to YouTube Live. So I know there's been several of you who have ordered this, and we were trying to figure out why was this on the last chance product so quickly, because this wasn't released that long ago. Well, the manufacturer of these water painters is going to stop manufacturing these. And so the inventory that Stampin' Up! Has on the water painters is all that they have. So they are looking for another supplier, but it's not going to be an immediate thing. So if you would like a water painter, I think they're sold in sets of 3 if you buy the water painter set. But if you just are looking for one, go and find this Kits collection. It is in the Last Chance products, or you can find it under Kits collection. And there's all these great designs that you can watercolor. It comes with a set of watercolor pencils, and it's going to be a really, really good deal because I do think it's a discounted price as well, if it's still over there. And the other thing that's going on with me is I'm getting ready for On Stage. I leave next Thursday. I am participating in a swap. I'm not going to show my swap card now. It does use products that were released today, but I'm not sharing it now just because of more of like to be courteous to the swap people. But I will show you all the swaps and everything when I am back. So I will do a video next Tuesday, so that week after will be kind of more of a everything that happened on stage video. So a lot kind of going on. So my focus has been on swaps and logistics and all of that kind of stuff for On Stage, which is in Raleigh, and flying and doing all that fun stuff. Don't look the cat out of the back. Oh, yes. Yeah. While the cat sits, sorry, my phone's in the way. So Gus is sitting just over here. You can't really see him. The phone is in the way, so I apologize. Okay. So tonight I kind of came up with I hope I came up with something kind of fun. I feel like I've maybe done this sort of before. In a different way, but we're going to use our own masks / stencils. So Stampin' Up! Calls them masks, other places call them stencils. And I've showed you several of the stencils. We have masks that coordinate with some of our stamp sets with dies, and they're great because you can actually color in your stamp sets with them. Let me just grab one real quick. So like Enduring Beauty has a mask that you can layer over to color in the image, which is pretty great. So we have a couple of these types, and there's actually a new one that came out today that's a hydrangea, and let me tell you, it was very, very difficult for me not to order that because I love hydrangeas. And it is like the mask that you can use your blender brushes to color. So Stampin' Up! Has their own masks, and they're in that great thick plastic that you can use embossing paste with. You could use paints if you do painting. They wash clean. You can use the brayer, the daubers, any kind of sponge type things you have. Of course, I love our blender brushes, the regular and the small. But I have been kind of in love with these, and I haven't really used them a whole lot, but I saw, and I showed these off. These are the all around it all dies. You know, we lost some really great circles through Last Chance products, and then we got these like really cool walkie ones, which make a lot of really fun shapes. And there are 12, and this one works with a 6x6 as the largest, all the way down to kind of this little guy. So let me just swap the camera and we'll see how that looks. And we're here, we have a weird shadow. Maybe if I bring the light around, that will help. So these are just, you can kind of tell, right? They're not perfect. It was kind of weird nesting them because you do have to get them in, because there's certain times where if they're not lined up right, they're not going to sit in. So you do have to kind of rotate them to get them onto your magnet card if that's what you use, or if you're using the original packaging. If you're just slipping them in that envelope, that works really great as well. So I used a few of these to make a stencil And that's what we're going to do, a little stenciling. And we're going to pair it, I think I showed this stamp set last week, the mixed florals, and I was like, oh, I really want to color it. Well, I didn't have time this weekend between, took the village down, hallelujah. It is no longer Christmas in the Bevel household. There's still totes upstairs, but it is put away. So we worked on that, did a couple of other things over the weekend. So I couldn't stamp and sit and color, but I think I've come up with something just as amazing, because I know there's a lot of you who do not like to color because you see this and you go, oh, I just think that tulips are just so pretty and that daisy is just so pretty, and you're like, oh, I'm not a colorer. Well, maybe what I'm going to show you tonight would be an option where you would feel like picking up this stamp set, and there is matching dies, so it's in a bundle, and there's DSP that coordinates, and memory and more cards. But maybe what I'm showing you tonight would give you the courage to try one of these outline stamp sets without feeling the need to color. And let's see, hello. Hello, new viewer. Oh, hello, new viewer. Let's see. I'm going to go to this. It's so hard for me to read stuff on my phone, but new viewer, I'm just so glad that you're here. New viewer, a card crafter, consider doing live. Yes, camera set up. So I'll just do a plug. Are you in the group? Are you in the BTC group? You know, I've gained a lot of subscribers today and I have not reciprocated yet. I've been busy working. I'm going to do that tonight. Reciprocate everything. But so if you're in the BTC group, one, if you don't know what that is, I can tell you, reach out to me on Facebook if you don't know what that is. If you do, get the N-Swan. It's worth every penny. So there we go. So let's do a little card making. So I made my own mask stencil, and you can see that I have this here. Okay, I need to go back to my regular camera view. I cut, let's do I've obviously used that side. So I cut this out. I used thick cardstock to die cut one of the wonky circles around it all. I like wonky circles. They should have consulted with me before naming this product, because I would have said you should have named them wonky circles, and that's what I shall continue to call them. So I die cut it out of thick cardstock because I wanted it to feel good. Could I have used a window sheet? Yes, but you know me, my regular people, and you know that I might hang on to this for a little bit and then it's just going to be in the trash. I know me. I know I don't need this die cut circle mask forever and ever. So that's why I didn't do it in a window sheet, but I went with the thick cardstock. So this is 1/4 of thick cardstock. And so a full front card, so 5.5 by 4.25. And I went with that size because that way, if I wanted something in the middle of a layer, it would cover the whole paper and I'm not going to accidentally blender brush onto the edge. So that's why I did that, and it's worked really well. So this is the one I'm going to use for my project. This is like it's one of the smaller ones. I also did one larger one, so you could use all, and I have a couple others I'm going to show you, but that's with the other samples that we're going to go. So I'm going with a very interesting color palette tonight. We are going to use this, and I'm going to go ahead and use it with this green, the green side up, just to show you that you can layer the colors over. Now when I used this the first time, I made that card last night, so it's been sitting for a while. So that's that. Is this regular cardstock? Gosh, this feels like thick cardstock. Maybe it's not. Okay. I have a 5 by 3 3/4 piece. I actually have two, so I have an inside piece. And my color palette today is going to be Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Wild Wheat. Pew, 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 pew. Wild Wheat is getting ready to retire. So is... And don't act shocked. They're in colors. I have all the in colors put into here. I should have pulled the bookmark. Those in colors that say 2023 to 2025. They are all going to disappear very soon. So if you need boho blue, probably my favorite, I've realized I don't have many sheets of boho blue left. So all of that, the 2023-2025 in colors, we are coming down to the end of their lifetime, which includes wild wheat, which has been an amazing fallish color to have. So there's my first warning to you, my lovely customers, and and lovely other stampers, crafters, whoever. If you're not my customer, warning, warning. It's those cool set of fall colors, the moody mauve, and let's see. Let me look back here. I can look at them. Moody mauve. Oh, pebbled path. That's sad. You know, it's always sad, but you know, we're gonna have some great new ones. We're gonna have some great new ones. That's why I have to always just tell myself. Okay, so I'm going to do some like random circle things. Full disclosure, I saw somebody on somewhere on the internet had kind of done this. So somebody inspired me, and I hope I can inspire you. So that's what we're going with. I am going to go with my lightest color first, and I am going to get a little of my Post-it note tape in an attempt to not have my stuff slide around. If you have a stamp position tool, if you have the old Stamparatus, or if you have a Misty, this would be a great time to pull that out and use those magnets to hold your card down. So, blender brush, I don't wash mine out. You certainly can. I just kind of keep color groups together. And I'm just going to do some random circles. I'm not exactly sure how many I'm doing. Maybe 2 of each color. And then we're going to go to the wild wheat. I kind of went with this color because it felt, so I have, you know, Wiley and I, that's my husband, have seeds growing in the little mini greenhouse inside. So I think I'm feeling summer, spring already. I have like tomato plants that are several inches high. We're going to be, I'm just moving my tape from up here because I think I want to do one up this way. So we are going to be well ahead of lots of tomatoes. Tomatoes? Does any American say tomato? I feel like that's super British. Tomato. Tomato. See, now it doesn't want to. Here we go. Take your pick tool for the win. See? Look at that. Let's do this like scoochy scoochy. Maybe like that. I'm trying to plan where the orange circles are going to go. Okay, so I had a little shift there. I'm not super worried about it. The key is have good pressure with your hands. And you know, if you don't get it as dark as you want, especially with this technique, it is not going to be that big of a deal. This I can even hold the stencil down if I want to. So this is why I went with doing that 5.5 by 4 1/4 for my stencil size. I suppose just because it's giving me enough extra space where I'm not getting, how do I say this? Sometimes I've done this and I've done a smaller piece of paper and it's so close to the edge, I end up with my blender brush over the edge and then you end up with this sharp line, and that is not what we want. Let's see if I can catch up on comments. Hello, Annette. So we have Annette, and I'm Anne-Marie, and now she's talking to my mom. My mom will talk your ear off. It's a good thing that this is over the internet, and it's a little bit more difficult for her that way. My mom's great. She's super supportive. She's very well at the card making as well. Ooh, look at that. Look how great that looks just layered over each other. And I'll hold it up to the camera. I'm trying to decide where I want. I'm going to overlap the oranges, I think. I don't know if it turned out really as bright as I wanted. maybe because of that wild wheat, but I really wanted to use wild wheat, so. Isn't that cute? I feel like I need something down here. We could do like a little orange peekaboo down here. Get a little bit more ink. And hold, I know I tell you this every time, hold the head of your brush, okay? If you're doing like this, yeah, like, you're not getting any color, okay? I'm very happy with this color combination. It is probably pretty groovy. But what I'm going to do is take Early Espresso and I'm going to stamp this daisy again from the, or it's probably a purple coneflower and echinacea, but it can go daisy as well, from this mixed floral stamp set. You could do black, but I highly recommend Early Espresso for times you think you would want to use black, because sometimes black is just so black. It's so harsh. So I will always lean to Early Espresso or Basic Gray in moments where you feel like maybe you're like, oh, I use black, it's an outline. Lean a little different here. So I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to get this little guy out that my mom gave me. Just because I'm only got one shot at this, you know? Ta-da! That look cool. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da! So think about it. If that was black, it would not look quite as cool. That's me, in my personal opinion. Okay, sentiment. I do not have a sentiment picked out. I probably should make it like a happy birthday. I do have this everyday greetings. Birthday wishes. Let's see. I could stamp it straight on, you know, or maybe do like a little diagonally. That's my diagonally. That's my Harry Potter reference for the day. Let's see. I used, I am going to put it on this wild wheat layer. But I'm almost thinking like diagonally. A diagonal strip of, will this be just too bright? Or do I use the wild wheat? Welcome to Anne-Marie Making Decisions. I'll be your indecisive person. I feel like I have to do the wild wheat. But how are we going to navigate this? I'm going to get a block. And I'm going to use my Early Espresso again. I want the sentiment to be right in a row. So, like it's a sentence. We're going to try to make them as, oops, we're going to knock all that over. But we're going to try to make them as straight as possible. I'm going to bring it down here so I can see. Birthday wishes, is that too close together? Too close? Too close? Yeah. Of course Mom would like the yellow. I think it works because of the W's big. I don't even know if this is going to fit how I want it. We're going to trim the crud out of this. So it is, oh, okay, we already got the, we're not measuring, this is a visual approach. to get this down as skinny as I possibly can. Ooh, that was sketchy. It's a little crickety, but I think that's gonna get cut off anyways. That envelope was trying to throw itself in the trash. I feel like I could do just a little bit more, right? I gotta do it down here so I can see it. What if I framed it in... Oh, come on now. This thing just keeps moving along. Mom wants the yellow, the daffodil. I try to appease. Okay. We're eyeballing all of this. Don't ask me for measurements. You know, this is a make it work for you. This glue, it was in its perfect moments. And now we are at the end of the road here on this one. Tape gun. It'll work. Let's just give this a teeny. Oh, no, we want you just, it's going to get trimmed off. So I'm going to just frame it like this. Does anybody see where I'm going with this? And then when I start doing this and I'm like free flowing, or I don't have a super duper plan. Some videos I have pretty decent plans. I get very quiet because I'm thinking of what I want to do. I think it's going to work. So I'm going to put else adhesive on here. Probably would have used Tombow, but I'm too lazy to grab another one out. Now it's probably taped to the grid sheet. Anybody else on? Who else is here? Is Nikki? Nikki, you still here? That's two things of cardstock. Ended up kind of looking 70s, huh? Oh, see, look how spunky that looks. That looks great. And a little pat myself on the shoulder. Well, shout out Mom for kind of pushing the yellow. Daffodil Delight. I don't think we're gonna need a ribbon because I feel like this. Oh, see, look, it's a little short there. We don't notice that though, right? Look, I'm gonna show you. It wasn't quite long enough. There's a little gap there. But you know, I could probably see now. I kind of want a ribbon to cover that. A bow. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ah, I got this. Where there's a will, there's a way. Kind of feel like if I tie a little bow, maybe if I tie a little bow and put it right there, it gives the illusion. I don't know if this ribbon is back in stock. It was out of stock for a while, this Daffodil Delight. Little teeny tiny guy. I mean, that bow isn't gonna win any awards. But it's gonna get the job done. So, dimensionals. How are we doing? Everybody here? Hey, Linda's here! Linda! You made it to YouTube! Yay! I'm so proud of you. I'm just like the proudest person right now. crumb cake base. Because I just felt like it's gonna, man, that looks really cool. I am looking for my glue dots. Oh, they're right where they technically go. I am very, very happy how this is turning out. We need to do an inside though. So if I do, I hide my little mistake here. Do this bow there. We'll cut the tails down a little bit. It's a little ridiculous. So now it looks like ribbon, right? We'll do a little I bring it up, so we gotta change the autofocus. So the paper looks like the ribbon because it matches. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for making products coordinate and match and make it really nice for us. I think a little Wink of Stella would be fun too, you know, if you really, really wanted to, if you were really, really feeling that. Okay, inside, I want to play up probably the Daffodil Delight. And so, where'd my mask go? Here it is. I think I'm going to do this. I have these little ladybug stamps that come with that stamp set that I just realized I hadn't used. So I'm going to use them on the inside. So we're going to do like almost a full circle. And I'm going to find the right blender brush. I'm a little too messy this evening. More so than normal. Where did I put that away? Now I'm losing my mind. What color is this? That's the orange. What's this? That won't work. What did I do with that? Did I really put it away? My brain is like boop 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 boop. I really wanted to do Daffodil Delight. Let's look. Did I reach up here and put that away? No, I don't think so. It's gonna be great. I'll just use this one. And we'll do a little overlappy. There we go. We'll do these two. Okay. And we'll get our early espresso. And there's 3 little ladybugs in the stamp set, which I kind of neglected when I first saw this. So there's one. So the sitting, flying, getting ready to fly. And I have all 3 of them here. I'm going to try to do one at a time. And I'm going to have to clean it off. And we have this one. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. And this one's Crawly. Cat hair. Sometimes included when I send you a card. Ta-da! That looks pretty good, right? I mean, does it need bling? You could put bling on it. What about Stella? I have a Wink of Stella here. I wanted to do Wink of Stella on one of them. Let's do a little test. The centers. Just do be careful with your Wink of Stella with this on the ink, because it will, especially if you have a newer Wink of Stella like I do, it will pick up some of that color. So you want to just kind of maybe clean it off, because you can use your Wink of Stella to watercolor if you want. I'm just going to do these little, like a little a little more. So it kind of picked up the color here after I was here. Yeah, it's all right. It's a secret, just you and I know. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, good. Mom says no bling, which is kind of amazing. So last week, see, Laura is not on right now. She'll probably come and watch later. I am certain. Laura said, do St. Patrick's Day. So I did. So here's my greenies. I did less circles. I did 4 greens, actually. If you're curious, I still have setting here. I have garden green, shy shamrock, granny apple, which I believe is here, and then the lemon lime twist, this back here. And this is lemon lime twist, and the border is. So I thought, okay, this is a way to do a St. Patrick's Day card without having a St. Patrick's Day set, because you can be like, thinking of you on St. Patrick's Day. We're doing a green theme. I did add a little sequins. I do not have an inside. Shame. 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 So that's the same stamp. Earlier this evening, I did an Easter with the tulips. Isn't this great? So the Easter greetings is from the little bunny set from last week. I'm glad I had not returned that to my mother yet, that stamp set, because I was like, wait, I have the crosses, but none of them actually say Happy Easter. It has, He is risen, but there wasn't like Happy Easter on here. But the little bunnies had that perfect Happy Easter stamp straight on. If you're looking for colors, we have Flirty Flamingo, Petunia Pop, that is what this ribbon is, and Peach Pie. I knew it was a pie. Peach Pie base, Petunia Pop, and then what did I do inside? Oh, see, look, I did the circle there. And this is the larger, I did just a little bit the larger circle. So here is the difference in size. So it's the next larger than what I demonstrated. Do you want to see a kind of a stepped up, little step up? You're like, hey, I've got this blender brush thing down. I have my stencils. What other cool thing can I do, Anne-Marie? Well, pretty proud of this one. How about this one? So I used the 2 smallest to make a stencil like this. So I did have to run them through a few times the machine to get the cutouts. I used a balmy blue, balmy blue base, and I used boho blue and blueberry bushel for my blue. And then can you tell the white? I used the craft ink. So I did the 2 blues, and I was like this. Like, I was really layering the circles on top of each other. And then I had my craft ink, and this, so with the craft ink, because it's thick like a glue, if you've never used it before, I know a lot of you do have it and maybe you don't use it a lot. I did take it and I smashed it down, and then when I did the circles, I had my brush and I did this. So might be better if you don't want to pound one of your beautifully soft blender brushes, just use your dauber to do the craft ink, because you're not blending craft ink, you're doing this. And I did I already put that away? I did get some of that, and I have the old ink pad, but you can see it's like tinted blue, because it was not quite, especially when I did it over this super dark circle, it picked up some of that blue ink. So just be mindful that that is going to probably happen when you're working with the craft and doing that. I stamped Mr. Turtle in basic gray. So he got a basic gray frame. We did a little double circle from the Round We Go birthday set. And inside I did nothing. Shame. Shame. The inside will get the bubble treatment. And I added the little fishies too. So I thought it'd be a cute birthday card for a little boy. Right? Pretty cute. You know, that would be... Are you talking about the flower, this embossed? Yeah, that embossed on this card, even in gold, silver, anything, would be stunning. That would be a really great way to step this technique up as well. Okay, another St. Patrick's. Are you ready? This is... Laura wanted that St. Patrick's. So here is my St. Patrick's card. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. How did you do that? Well, I will show you. I will tell you. I do have it inside there. Ta-da. So I have this stencil that I took the heart from our Hearts of Elegance. I used this one right here. Okay. And let me see if I have a little piece of paper. Here's a preview of my swap. It didn't pass muster because there's a dot there. I should have. We'll just do an orange shamrock. So this is the heart. And so I did the top one first. And you're like, oh, it's not a window sheet. How do you know what's happening? Well, I can see where it, well, here, let's bring it down. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So I can see where it just overlaps a little bit. Same thing, I can be like, okay, I'm overlapping right here at the point and just some there. Ta-da! And then I have a stem. How did I do the stem? Well, I tried several things, to be honest. I looked at several dies thinking, oh, surely I have a die that I could make a stencil out of that would be like a shamrock stem. Negative. So I made this on the grid sheet. I took a pencil, I traced the shape that I wanted. So I drew in the shape that I wanted. So after I did that, then I took this little piece of scrap. I'm like next to my grid sheet where and I drew this. I drew this. And then I used the X-Acto knife attachment on your Take Your Pick tool, which is one of the extra toolkits you can get, and I cut that sucker out. And it looks really great. How many orange shamrocks are there? Well, there's one now. And that's how I did it. This stamp set, this is the alphabet something, is on the last chance list and it is discounted. It's a great alphabet set. It's all these capital letters. It's a great size. The Wishing You is from our Linked Together, which we did with several projects. So we have the Wishing You. So that's how I came up with Wishing You Luck. And I love I have the Shy Shamrock ribbon and that gold netting stuff. Tied that together. And then for the inside, this is just the heart. I did like one heart and then I overlapped each little pump, and then I took the rest of the green and blended kind of up into the white. So I went with the, if I don't have it, I'm gonna make it. And it was an easy enough shape to use the X-Acto knife to cut it out. Really nice. Thank you. Yep, the Heat and Boss. We've checked that. I'm just checking through comments. Oh, it took Linda a while to get, but now you know how to get here, so that is what is important. So yeah, those are the projects. So I'm gonna do like a little raise up here. I do have to work on like thumbnails. That's different than Facebook. I couldn't figure out how to get a screenshot like I did for Facebook videos. But there's so many. Let's just look at them all again. Here's what we did together. Here's its little St. Patrick's friend. Could be a birthday card. A lot of people green is their favorite color. Thinking of you is a great sentiment. You can do thinking of you on your birthday, or just thinking of you for, it could be for sympathy, or if you're ill. I mean, hey, I'm just trying to brighten your day. Thinking of you is literally, if you don't know what sentiment to go to, I always used to be thank you, but now it's just thinking of you. Here's my little shamrock. And of course I framed it in gold and did the little, had to hand cut the little banners and everything. I'm pretty happy how this turned out. Here's our little Easter fun. What a great Easter color combination. Just one more time. Peach Pie, Flirty Flamingo, Petunia Pop. Just a great spring combo. You could add a blue in there. You know, maybe. I would go probably Balmy Blue if you wanted to add a blue into the spring family. Maybe I need to come up with a spring like rainbow set, and then our kind of our stepped up guy with our craft ink with our little turtle. He looks so nice. How are we doing on time? Do we need a quick, you know what? I am going to show you, let me just look at you real quick. I am going to share my computer screen. For those who are new here, it's going to look a little crazy at first, but we will change it over real quick. I want to make sure that I am ready to go. I want to show you, there's a new update on the online store, which is pretty amazing. So if you have not been over there to look at the new products, we're going to take a peek. Just a real brief overview, but I want to show you something that, especially us demonstrators, and I think some of you customers as well, have been asking for this feature to be added to the online store. And to my great surprise, it is there now. I don't know if today was the first day or if it was yesterday, but it is there now. So we're going to share the computer screen. It's going to get a little crazy. I'm sorry, look at all the screen. Okay, ta-da! Here we are. Stampin' Up. I do love the delay on this YouTube is much shorter than Facebook. So look at how great that garden gate is. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to click in here to the new products, and it's going to list everything. It'll be considered newest to oldest. And I do have a few of these new products. I ended up getting this, but we'll talk about that here in a second. So let's look at this Thankful Garden Bundle, which is that hydrangea I was telling you about earlier. And we see this lovely bundle. It's this beautiful stamp set, and we get dies, and we get masks. Ooh, it's just so beautiful. Look at that card. Ooh, it's so pretty. So check this out over here. So this is telling you your bundled savings, your 10% if you buy the stamps with the dies and the masks together. So now we have products includes. So it is telling us everything that this includes. So maybe I went, oh, I don't want everything. Does anybody say that? I don't know. Let me know if you ever say, no, I don't want everything. Let's talk. Let's say I just want the stamp set. So now I can click that. And it's going to take me to just the stamp set. But then at the stamp set, it is going to tell me that there's a bundle. Oh my goodness, there's even a suite collection. So then I can click on the suite, and now I can see, oh my gosh, there's designer series paper, and there's bling, and there's ribbon. Ooh. Again, ooh. Again, who says I don't want it all? Again, comment if you say that. It's possible. I do it myself. Let's take a look at the Starburst sequence. That sounds exciting. And it's going to take me to the Starburst sequence. And I could just add the sequence for $7.50 to my cart. But again, it's telling me this is part of a suite. If you are French, bonjour. Order le French, okay? Oui, oui. But I think most of us here are English, so we could go back to the English suite and say, maybe I would like to look at this ribbon. Bam, fresh freesia faux velvet ribbon, 1/8 inch. Oh, well, isn't that lovely? So now products are telling us if it is online, if it's part of a suite, or if there's coordinating dies or coordinating punch. Is this going to take, okay, we're going to go back to what's new. We're going to go new arrivals, and we'll look at one other one. So that one was great because it's like, hey, that's part of a suite. So we have here's our 2 new kits. Paper Pumpkin refill. Have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to purchase refills. So let's look at this stamp set here. I have purchased this stamp set, and look, it's telling me it's part of a bundle. Well, let's go check that out. Ta-da! So now I have found the bundle and the cute little 3 punches. I had to get this. I ordered this on pre-order because these little punches are adorable. I did use this little dash punch. Look at this. And I'll show them to you. I'll flip when I'm looking. So this is a 1/8 inch circle, and we get like a little tag topper and this little slit where you could do little ribbon holders. So they're showing like cute tags. Aren't those cute? Look, they got the little thing. It's so cute. I really have to order it. Okay. And they're showing it with just the sentiment. And then this here with the tag with the 2 little, I think this is really cute. They made this like little tag thing and they have it tied together. Really, really cool. So that is a new feature on the website. Okay, it's going to get a little crazy real quick because I'm going to go back to talk to you all. Hello. So, super exciting. The online store is telling us and I am guilty of this even myself, especially now because of the online products. It is easier than ever to order a stamp set, and then you're like 2 days later, like, there is matching dies. I could have ordered this in a bundle. So now it is telling us, and we can go individually. Same thing with a suite of products. Or if you're going in and you're like, I just want to look at paper today. And you go to the designer series paper and you find that paper with the hydrangeas, and then you're going to be told, hey, this is part of a product suite. And they're going to be like, what? There's stamps and stuff that will match this? Or ribbon? Oh, well, I'm glad I know that there's ribbon that matches, so now I can go to that ribbon and add it to my cart. So thank you, Stampin' Up, for that. Yay! So let me know how you like that feature, so we can provide that feedback. So that's going to be all for this evening. Again, I'm not going to do giveaways yet, just because I want to figure out if I can incorporate the live comments. We're going to figure, I have to figure that out. I'm figuring out some of the logistics. I'm glad that we have a couple more people who showed up who weren't here last week, so that's fantastic. Again, I will be here next Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing, but it'll be great. I might continue to use this mixed florals. I do have the Memory and More cards, and so do my Stamp Club members. So I might do some projects with those to help inspire them, and then maybe a few more of you will want to pick up the Memory and More cards. And so I hope that you consider making your own masks / stencils. Again, I recommend use the thick white cardstock. You could use a color, I suppose, because some of our color cardstock, but this is less expensive than a 4th sheet of a color, the thick white, I do believe. Because these will last for a while. I will probably, this with this, honestly, I probably will hang on to these because then I feel like then I always have a shamrock, right? The circles, I might hang on to these for a little bit, and then if they start to get ratty, I can just toss them. But this one I might hang on to. So experiment with you could use any shape. I would not recommend doing, depends on the stitch, where the stitching is. If the stitches goes on the outside and when you die cut the shape, I would not use one of those for that because then you might end up with weird speckles. But any solid shape that you have, you can do, make your own stencil, and then have fun making your own backgrounds. Yay! So as always, I appreciate your support. One last time, if you are still listening, thank you. Please make sure to like, leave me a comment, follow my YouTube channel, go over and see me on Facebook. Eventually there will be photography done of these and they will go up on the Facebook page at one point, and then you can really see the card and project better. If you are perusing the StampinUp.com website and you have any questions, please reach out to me. If you have questions about the paperpumpkin.com merger with StampinUp.com, please reach out to me, or your demonstrator if you're confused or have questions about that. I believe all the Paper Pumpkin subscribers received an email about that merger, and I included it in my newsletter, so the information is getting out there. So have a great week. We are in a blizzard warning in Kansas. I don't know if it's going to happen. We will see. Stay warm, stay safe, and we will see you later.